Hello and welcome to Deep Dive from SmartBookWorms, where we dive deep into recently released books from authors you love to read. My name is Martina, your virtual book guru. In today's episode, we'll be diving deep into a deep dive for The Blue Hour by Paula Hawkins, the propulsive and powerful new novel from the #1 New York Times best-selling author of The Girl on the Train. Today, I'm accompanied by the widely read virtual book guru, Claire. So let's dive deep into today's deep dive. Paula Hawkins, The Blue Hour.
Part 1, Paula Hawkins. Paula Hawkins is a best-selling author of thriller novels. Her first thriller, The Girl on the Train, sold over 23 million copies and was adapted into a film. Her other thrillers, Into the Water and A Slow Fire Burning, were also bestsellers. A Slow Fire Burning was nominated for Thriller of the Year at the British Book Awards in 2021. Hawkins's novel The Blue Hour includes excerpts from a fictional biography of the artist Vanessa Chapman, as well as diary entries written by Chapman. The book also contains excerpts from a fictional account of an encounter between a curator named James Becker, who works for the Fairburn Foundation, and Grace Haswell, who is Chapman's companion and lives on the island with her. The book offers a glimpse into Hawkins's writing style and themes, suggesting an interest in complex characters. The book hints at characters with intricate backstories and motivations, like Vanessa Chapman's artistic transformation and Julian Chapman's troubled past. Dark secrets, the presence of a human bone in a sculpture and the characters' efforts to conceal the truth point to a narrative steeped in hidden truths and their consequences. Psychological depth, diary entries, and internal monologues offer insight into the characters' emotional states, suggesting a focus on exploring the psychological impact of their actions and relationships. The book also highlights recurring themes in Hawkins's work, such as isolation and confinement. Both Vanessa Chapman's choice to live on a tidal island and Grace Haswell's self-imposed isolation after Vanessa's death create a sense of separation and confinement that may contribute to the overall atmosphere of suspense. Art and its impact. The book examines the connection between an artist's life and their work, prompting questions about whether understanding an artist's struggles and secrets changes how their art is perceived. The novel offers a tantalizing glimpse into Hawkins's world, showcasing her skill in crafting intricate narratives filled with dark secrets and complex characters. While the book does not provide a complete picture of her work, they do offer valuable insights into her writing style, themes, and recurring motifs, suggesting that her novels explore the depths of human psychology and the consequences of hidden truths.
Part 2, An Art Mystery Unfolds. The book presents a compelling art mystery entwined with a possible crime, prompting questions about the relationship between an artist's life, their art, and the secrets they keep. At the heart of the mystery is the discovery of a human bone fragment within Vanessa Chapman's sculpture, Division 2. This discovery triggers a chain of events that threaten to expose the long-held secret surrounding the disappearance of Chapman's husband, Julian, in 2002. Grace Haswell, Chapman's companion and executor of her estate, reacts with suspicion and resistance to any investigation of the sculpture or the circumstances of Julian's disappearance. The book hints at several possible explanations for the presence of the bone and Grace's evasive behavior. Julian's death. The novel heavily implies that Grace might have been involved in Julian's death, and the bone in the sculpture could be his. The Missing Art, a list of artworks intended for a 2002 exhibition at Douglas Lennox's gallery, reveals many pieces never made it to the Fairburn Foundation. This raises the question of whether Grace might be hiding more of Vanessa's art, potentially to protect her legacy or for personal gain. Protecting Vanessa's reputation. Grace's strong desire to protect Vanessa's reputation, even to the point of lying, is a recurring theme. It's possible she believes revealing the truth about Julian's fate would tarnish Vanessa's legacy, even if Vanessa was a victim. Adding to the complexity of the mystery are the following elements. Vanessa's troubled marriage. The book portrays Julian as a manipulative and abusive husband, exploiting Vanessa financially and possibly physically. This background suggests a possible motive for violence against Julian. The Black Paintings. Vanessa's black paintings are described as dark and unsettling reflections of her internal turmoil. These paintings, particularly the newly discovered one depicting a violent scene, could hold clues to understanding the events surrounding Julian's disappearance. The role of Douglas Lennox. Lennox, Vanessa's former gallerist and the beneficiary of her artistic estate, is portrayed as both opportunistic and vengeful. His potential knowledge of the events on Eris Island and his motivation for controlling Vanessa's art remain unclear. The art mystery presented in this novel goes beyond simply solving a crime. It delves into the complex relationship between an artist and their art, prompting us to consider whether understanding an artist's personal life and secrets changes our perception and appreciation of their work.
Part 3. An examination of Vanessa Chapman. Vanessa Chapman is a central figure in Paula Hawkins' novel The Blue Hour, appearing as the subject of both fictional biography excerpts and diary entries. She is a complex and enigmatic character, a renowned artist whose life is marked by artistic transformation, troubled relationships, and a haunting secret. Artistic journey. Vanessa began her artistic career as a landscape painter, gradually shifting towards a more abstract style that garnered critical acclaim. She is recognized as a major figure in British abstract expressionism. However, her journey was not without its struggles. Early criticism. Initially, critics viewed her traditional landscapes as nostalgic and out of touch with contemporary art trends. Finding her voice as her work became more abstract, she gained recognition for her bold use of color and exploration of the space between abstraction and figuration. Critical reception of her character. While her art received praise, her personality was often described as difficult, sullen, and strident. However, it is worth noting that most of these critiques came from male critics and interviewers, potentially reflecting a gender bias in the art world at the time. Troubled relationships. Vanessa's personal life is a tapestry of complicated and often destructive relationships. Julian Chapman, her husband. Julian is portrayed as unfaithful, manipulative, and financially exploitative. His disappearance in 2002, after destroying Vanessa's studio and artwork, is a pivotal moment that casts a long shadow over her life. Douglas Lennox, her former gallerist. Lennox and Vanessa's relationship began with promise, but eventually descended into acrimony and legal battles. The fact that she bequeathed her entire artistic estate to him, despite their animosity, remains a perplexing mystery. Grace Haswell, her companion. Grace is a complex and fiercely loyal figure who served as Vanessa's friend, carer, and protector for 20 years. Their relationship, while not explicitly romantic in the sources, is depicted as deeply intimate and essential to Vanessa's well-being. Dark secrets and hidden truths. The book is rife with dark secrets and hidden truths that shape Vanessa's life and art. The bone in Division 2. The discovery of a human bone fragment in one of Vanessa's sculptures raises questions about her potential involvement in a crime and adds a macabre layer to her artistic legacy. The missing artwork. The discrepancy between the listed artwork and what eventually went to the Fairburn Foundation points to a possible cover-up. Julian's disappearance. The circumstances of Julian's disappearance and possible death remain shrouded in mystery, with Grace seemingly withholding crucial information. Legacy and interpretation. Ultimately, Vanessa Chapman's legacy is complex and multifaceted. She is remembered as a talented artist whose work, particularly her later pieces, reflects a profound depth of emotion and engagement with difficult themes. However, the secrets surrounding her life, particularly the mystery of Julian's disappearance and the possibility of her involvement in his death, complicate how her art might be interpreted. The book leaves us with several unanswered questions. What is the true nature of Grace's role in Julian's disappearance? What are the motivations behind Vanessa's artistic choices, particularly her later, darker works? How does the knowledge of her personal life, especially the potentially criminal aspects, influence our understanding and appreciation of her art? These questions challenge us to consider the intricate connections between an artist's life, their art, and the stories that shape both.
Part 4. Significance of Eris Island. Eris Island is a tidal island located off the coast of Scotland that plays a crucial role in Paula Hawkins' novel, The Blue Hour. Serving as the primary setting for much of the narrative, it becomes more than just a backdrop. It evolves into a symbolic representation of isolation, artistic inspiration, and the weight of hidden truths. A secluded haven. The island's tidal nature, connected to the mainland only during low tide, emphasizes the theme of isolation and confinement that permeates the narrative. For Vanessa Chapman, the island is a refuge from the pressures of the art world and the turmoil of her personal life, offering her a space for artistic exploration and self-discovery. However, this isolation also creates an environment where secrets can fester and the lines between reality and perception blur. A landscape of artistic inspiration. Eris Island's stark and rugged beauty profoundly influences Vanessa's artistic style. Her earlier work, characterized by vibrant colors and delicate brushstrokes, transforms into a bolder and more abstract style upon her arrival on the island. The island's landscape, with its dramatic contrasts of light and shadow, the ever-changing sea, and the presence of natural artifacts like bones and shells, inspires her to incorporate found objects into her work, leading to a more tactile and visceral artistic expression. This suggests a symbiotic relationship between artist and environment, where the island's raw essence feeds into Vanessa's creative process. A repository of secrets. Eris Island is not only a place of artistic creation, but also a repository of secrets. The disappearance of Vanessa's husband, Julian, from the island in 2002 remains an unsolved mystery that haunts the narrative. Grace Haswell's evasive behavior and fierce protectiveness of Vanessa's legacy further contribute to the island's aura of mystery, hinting at hidden truths and the potential for violence. The island, in this sense, becomes a metaphor for the character's internal landscapes, where secrets and lies are buried beneath the surface, much like the bones Vanessa incorporates into her art. A place of transformation. The book depicts Eris Island as a catalyst for transformation. For Vanessa, it's a place of artistic liberation, where she sheds the expectations of the art world and embraces a more authentic form of expression. However, the island also witnesses darker transformations, as the idyllic facade of the artist's retreat crumbles to reveal the potential for violence and deceit. The island, therefore, becomes a site of both creation and destruction, mirroring the complexities of human nature and the unpredictable consequences of choices made in isolation.
Part 5. Layers of Hidden Truth. Vanessa Chapman's life and art reveal a web of hidden truths, adding layers of complexity to her narrative and challenging readers to question appearances. Eris Island itself becomes symbolic of these hidden truths. It's initially presented as a serene haven, inspiring Vanessa's art and offering her refuge. Yet, beneath this idyllic surface lies a darkness symbolized by Julian's disappearance, the violent act that took place there, and the unsettling truth about the bone in Division 2. This duality reflects the broader theme of hidden depths present throughout the sources. Vanessa's diaries offer glimpses into her inner turmoil, revealing a woman wrestling with personal demons and grappling with difficult emotions. This inner life is often veiled behind a public persona deemed difficult or sullen. It's through her art, particularly her later, darker work, that these hidden truths find expression. The black paintings become a visual manifestation of her internal struggles, offering a glimpse into a reality hidden from casual observers. The complex relationships in Vanessa's life further contribute to the intricate web of hidden truths. Her marriage to Julian, marked by exploitation and abuse, is a prime example. While outwardly appearing successful, their relationship harbors a deep dysfunction that ultimately culminates in violence. Similarly, her relationship with Grace, while presented as devoted and supportive, carries the burden of their shared secret, a truth that warps their connection and adds layers of ambiguity to their motivations. Even seemingly straightforward elements like the list of artwork intended for Lennox's gallery become shrouded in mystery. The discrepancies between the list and the collection received by the Fairburn Foundation raise questions about the missing pieces and Grace's role in their disappearance. Her evasive behavior and insistence on protecting Vanessa's legacy, even through deception, contribute to the sense that truth is being carefully curated and controlled. Ultimately, the book challenges the reader to consider the nature of truth itself. Are the hidden truths revealed in the diaries and through the investigation into Julian's disappearance more real than the public perception of Vanessa Chapman? Do these revelations alter how her art should be viewed and interpreted? The book provides no easy answers. Instead, they invite the reader to become an active participant in uncovering and interpreting the layers of hidden truth, questioning assumptions, and acknowledging the complexities of a life interwoven with art, secrecy, and deception.
And there you have it, The Blue Hour by Paula Hawkins. Have you read it? If so, drop a comment below and let us know what you thought. And if you haven't, does this one sound like a must-read for you? If you enjoyed today's deep dive, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more book deep dives, and share this video with your fellow book lovers. Until next time on Deep Dive with Smart Bookworms, keep reading, keep growing, and we'll see you in the next one.